And he seems to be an avian type creature with extra eyes. Greetings from the Kin Union of Colonies. We are a democratic nation committed to upholding the individual freedoms of our citizens. Our elected leader, President Claus of Black, hopes for a long and productive relationship with your people. Okay. Go with that one. Let's check him out in more detail. It's the Kin Union of Colonies. They are looking pretty strong, and they're out over here, so I might have to be a bit careful about getting near to them. Their relations are neutral with us. They are militarists, materialists, and yeah, they definitely worry me a bit. So let's check out the Kundan Confederacy. I have an embassy with you, don't I? Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, I really need to start upgrading my military. Let's recall our embassy. I'm gonna switch it over to this guy. Okay. And what type of people have you got? So, they have a tropical preference. They are rapid breeders, so that means they grow in 10% less time. They have a society bonus, so they are scientists basically. Military materialists. I'm really tempted to offer them migration access now to get some of the people over here, but I think I'm gonna wait with those guys. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to think about it. I do want a population on my planet that is science focused, obviously, because we're not. But yeah, I'm not sure I want them necessarily. So, leader died. Scientist Cool Turd has died at the age of 75. If I left click it, it takes you to it. Arid is almost available now. Right. So, let's recruit someone. Really can't afford them. That is survey speed. That is 5% maniacal. Recruits. Maybe I should have waited with this, but yeah, he's there. Okay.
Ships upgraded. Construction complete.
So it was 4 for 4. It's not an awful lot, much more, but better than nothing. Spaceport in Alvis. Oh, that was the upgrade.
Research complete. Construction complete.
Okay, so we've got inactive building on Ordos. That there. Let's leave that then. Okay, Ordos finished. Science. Solar panel network, so I can now make the modules for starports basically. Give you an extra few energy and reasonably cheap, so they come in handy. And what was the other one? The other one was Arid World, so I'm gonna have to look out for those in a second. Do we have influence here? That's what I want. Share the burden and resettlement costs. So I've already had a tech for resettlement cost reduction, which I'd forgotten about before in a previous video. It's an extra 15%. So I've already got 30% off. I could get it down to 40%. So 40% off of 50 is what, 28, something like that. So yeah, I could go for that if I want to resettle later on. Well, I probably want to resettle the most when I've got some aliens within my society, but not really using it now. So I think I'll wait on that. There's leader capacity, which I don't seem to be needing either, though, actually, having said that. This regenerative one I can get from debris, maybe. it's only a small percentage point, but potentially having one of those on your ships is a good idea at least. So I'm going to go for the cheapest one and hope for a better tank. I think that's what I'm going to do there. Physics. Let's send pause as well. So point defense is still there. Combat computer is still there. Let's get point defense. So what was that? That is construction. So I think it just made one of those there. That's probably going to make the rest.
Colony established.
Right, so I need to come up with a desert name. I'm going to take a second to do that. So this world's going to be called Gobi, and I've also updated some of my other planets as well. I've forgotten to enslave a couple of populations. So there's one there, one on Mojave as well. I've added a couple of buildings in the list as well, so there's a farm that I hadn't made there. Right, let's unpause. And science ships are out. That constructor's making stuff down there. I could be making wormholes. So there's an arid world there which I might want to colonize pretty soon. There's a variety of arid worlds within my territory, so there's no real rush with those. I'm not going to lose out on them. There's a couple of planets up here which probably aren't in danger of losing out on. There's no arids over here. So I got a decision to make whether or not I want an arid world there. It is a bit risky with them having borders nearby. I might though. Let's take
System
a look
survey
at these
complete.
guys. So what are they colonizing? They are colonizing tropical. So tropical is next to it's next to desert, and it's also next to continental. So it's not actually a risk of them colonizing that, realistically. So experience for someone, and this system got surveyed. Right, let's get you going somewhere else then. So that has already been surveyed. These probably have. That's out of range. Yeah, all the stuff that's got resources is more than likely been surveyed, so I'm not going to check those. What about that one? That one hasn't. Okay. And can I see any planets? Arctic. It's not surveyed. I'll do that one later. It's not a rush for that one, probably. So there's not much food on there. Oh, actually, there's one there. You know what? I think I'll use that one.
Construction complete.
Food. Let's make food here. It doesn't cost maintenance at this point, so get it now. What is that? That's right, that made another mining thing. Harvey finished its survey for planetary Q. Easy for me to say. Yeah, it's a
Evading hostile fleet.
Where? Right, so that's where the survey ship was. It's gonna
Construction complete.
automatically leg it.
System survey complete.
Order survey. Where are you? Dissidia? Let's get you. Ooh, there's a desert world, I didn't realise that. Okay. This is the one that is legging, isn't it? Let's get you over there. Okay, so I might have to make... Yeah, I need to get a colony ship over there, more than likely. What do these guys colonize again? They are... Arid, is it? Yeah, Arids. They might... Actually, there's a good chance of them colonizing that. And the desert world, actually, for that matter. So I need to get a move on over there. I don't want to go 7 planets without turning one into a sector, so I actually need influence now to upgrade one of the planetary buildings. Actually, I could turn Odos over, couldn't I? There's planetary administration already. Yeah, you know what? This place I'm going to turn over to sector now then. Right, so let's get some buildings in here. Governor, building cost. Right, let's upgrade that. So I want the science lab. Ooh, there is a special building I want to make somewhere though, isn't there? The energy one, that one. I can just about afford it though. So yeah, sort of. Later on, there's actually a food building that actually gives extra habitability as well, which needs influence. So I wish I had that tech, but I haven't got it yet. It's pretty early tech as well, so I've been arguably a bit unlucky with it, not being able to pick it up. Let's clear that and build a science building there. You know what? Do I need to make that now? It should build it itself, really. I want to see if it does. So yeah, I won't build that, but I will build the energy one. There. Okay. So saving up for a fleet, so I probably need some starbase upgrades. Alvis, spaceport upgrades. I won't make that because I need the destroyer. I may actually have to upgrade to that before making the destroyer thing. You know what, I'm going to do that now just in case. I need a colony ship. One of these has built a spaceport. Right, so Tara will make the colony ship more than likely in a minute. Need to rebuild the minerals again. So we've had communication from the Zopin Yaxi coalition. They found our existence by listening in on the communications of another empire. It's kind of spying, isn't it? Greetings, I have been chosen by Director Macsen Zankikin to represent the COP in Jaxi coalition. In all diplomatic situations, dealings with your people, we strive to unlock the full potential of technology, and you would do well not to interfere with our pursuit of knowledge. He's materialist. So, I am going to go for Xenophile Collectivist, which doesn't matter whatsoever, I believe. Oh, and we found someone else as well. I thought that was the same pop-up then. We are the Usanant's consciousness, minions of the wise overlord Siahus I. Our aim is to improve ourselves through the use of technology, and whether you agree with these goals or not, we trust you will remain amicable neighbours. So it could be pacifists, materialists, something along those lines. So let's go with that one as well. Right, where are they now? So one of them is all the way down here, and the other one is there. Let's pay him a visit then, shall we? So they're slave and despots, it would seem. This arguably is more important than these and how they deal with you. Not exactly sure how it determines this. I think it is based on these in the main. So they start off at -15. They do not like spiritualists. Are they near to us? Well, they've got this empire in the middle of each other. So I'm not going to stick an embassy there for the time being. At this stage of the game, I don't think many of alliances have been formed because no one's really been attacking each other. That's when they tend to form. So these guys, they are nomadic, decadent, natural engineers, and have a desert preference, which is the same as mine. Decadence. Natural engineers is pretty interesting. I could have that for science purposes on my worlds. We could get along with them. They would also come to us because they're nomadic. The thing is, though, these guys are intelligent. I think that's a better bonus than their science bonus. So I prefer to have these as scientists on my worlds, probably. So I won't get a migration treaty with them yet, even though they're nomadics, which they'd probably be easy to get. These guys. So he's well down south. He is resilient. They're also decadent, and they're natural engineers and they have an ocean preference. He collectivist materialist as well, actually, even though I had a different dialogue to the other guy. Right, I won't be dealing with them yet either. Okay, so the galaxy is starting to fill up with species anyway. Right, let's see what buildings. Okay, so that was a constructor finishing last resource over there. No resources. Actually, hang on a second. What is that? There's a space amoeba there. I want to find out about that, so let's send you there. If I can kill it, I might. So I can get the resources in that system. Yeah, we've got all the resources over there, and there's stuff preventing us there. Have we nicked that yet? No. There's a one or two things I need to upgrade at some stage. What's that? Right, that's pretty strong, isn't it? I don't want my fleet to try it on yet with that. I'm gonna lose too much, probably. I believe it's definitely time to make Ordos a sector, or join it to a sector, so I'd prefer to join it to another sector rather than have it on its own, because they then share resources and can help each other out. So let's try and make it a part of the Negev sector. So to do that, let's press Manage Sector. This, of course, by making it part of the sector will mean I get the extra 10% of my influence back and the 10% of my income that we're currently losing from being over. I need to get enough colonyship out as well. So what I'd like to do is click on there and have it become part of that sector, but I can't, it would seem. So what can I do? Let's try clicking on Bunda. And I'm sure that changed then. Does it actually cost money to do that? So it's 1300, but what it seems like has happened is I can now click on that. So yeah, let's check this out. Oh, so yeah, it changed because we were losing the money from the mining station. I think that's what it was. Right, so if I'm correct, yeah, Jompron is where, what was it called? Oda? Something like that. Yeah, that was where that planet is found. So it looks like I can do that, and I just barely have enough influence to do it. So, yeah, let's click Finish. Right, now let's actually check the sector. Now that system is called Negev sector, which basically Ordos is. Yeah, I'm gonna change the name. I'm just gonna call it the Northern Sector for the time being. Might change it later on, especially if I get a good suggestion. Could call it Ant Hill or something like that. Yeah, I don't know what name convention I want though for it. So the Northern Sector's got a couple of planets in it. We have 7 planets in total. My influence just went up. Oh, it didn't cost me 25 influence. Is it only when you have an entirely new sector, is it? Let's just double check that. Yeah, both are in it. Both of them are focused on wealth, which is fine. They have enough resources, 25%. Yeah, all of that's good. Right, let's continue. I've realized as well there's a system there I need to survey. Maybe there's some resources in it I could send a constructor to. I could definitely be increasing my wormhole range. It's just a case of, do I want to? I've got plenty of planets to colonize and plenty of stuff to keep me busy still. I've also checked out,
Research
paused for a
complete.
bit, this system. This planet's pretty shit. I think maybe getting next to these guys isn't such a good idea. These guys actually have arid colonization, so hopefully they can get down here, colonize it, and they would have the borders. These are probably one of the biggest threats on the map, so do I really want to risk things by colonizing there? Probably not yet. There's lots of other places I can colonize. So, research completed for the destroyer assembly yards. I need to get another colony ship out, don't I? And I need to upgrade this in a second. So, what next? There's robots, which we don't want or need. There's cruisers, though, which are going to become available already, by the looks of it, 'cause that's the next tech I'm going for. These space torpedoes are great, but we're focusing on mass drivers. Yeah, so let's pick that up, stick that in the list. Definitely need to save my influence for a bit. Right, I've actually got a lot of minerals all of a sudden. Let's upgrade you. And as I thought, I need a level 3 spaceport, so I've got to wait 14 days for that. Let's get a colony ship out. I think it was the Sahara which has my spaceport out of the 5 of those. So let's get colonizing. And it looks like it's only one type of ethnic population on here, or race, so no choice. Right.
Construction complete.
Right, it's that, isn't it? So let's make that. Do I have enough minerals? Yes, I do. Right, so I'm going to save that for a military now. Increase that. It's going to be one of the big priorities. Okay. The attack swarm isn't doing anything. I might be able to do something with it. I'm not sure. Okay. How long have these guys got? A few planets to survey. Paradox has done a fantastic job with all of the little things that seem to catch out other developers, like giving you the information you need. The fact what it's surveying, that's great for a start. There's information on buildings there. I mean, there are other games I could mention that do not do it anywhere near as good a job as this. They have really good experience of making the little details right, though. With
Research complete.
European
System survey complete.
Okay, an unidentified empire has declared Han Star Unit as a rival. For a second I thought it was going to be me. The Manwood system has been surveyed. This is interesting. Desert World 65%. It's an amazing planet, but it's actually got some habitability issues from these special modifiers up here. So it's unstable tectonics and weak magnetic field. Right, so this science ship, let's get that surveyed. Research. Right, so that was a cheap tech that we used just to get more options. Right, I really want that. Frontier Clinic, and that is going to be my pick. So this gives you extra food and extra habitability. So I would basically have wanted to stick that on some of my sector planets before I turn them into sectors. But yeah, I'm going to definitely be getting some of those built. So raises the pop cap. Which,
Research complete.
not pop cap, the happiness cap, which can be important. Sentinel point defense. So all of these lasers, which I'm not planning on using. Yeah, I haven't had any and mass driver stuff though, and it's potentially going to be a problem if I can't pick something up. I might have to research one of these weapons. So there's an upgrade to the point defense straight away. It's improved assist, which I'm not using all that much. That's reasonably cheap. I think I might go for that. I think red lasers are the first lasers you can actually pick up. That's the lasers you get if you start with lasers. It's the average damage is the key thing here, isn't it? Probably. Average damage per day. Right, I'll pick up cold fusion. Okay. So the next colony, I think I'm going to colonize that huge desert planet, even though habitability is bad. They can wait. There's actually something over there which I need to extend my range to get towards. Looks like there's another empire here, so I might wait a bit before doing that. Leader, rivalry, not us, and the Spuxalak just established an embassy, which I may mean I can get rid of mine if I had an embassy there, did I? Yeah, I did. So I'm gonna recall my embassy from them. Don't need 2. You can waste yours and I'll find someone else. So I think all the 3 empires right next to me have embassies. I have one over there, even though nothing's showing up. I'm pretty sure I do. These guys, I don't think I have an embassy with. Let's do these. Okay. Yeah, so those 4 there have embassies with me, and I have embassies with them, and them. So we should get happy with all of them in theory. Okay, still growing.
System survey complete.
Okay, a second. Is that upgradable? Yes, it is. Right, I want to upgrade this. We're currently a assembled ship shelter. This is going to cost me planetary influence, though. You know what? I probably need to get this up just in case, so I'll hold off on that. Right. Survey system. So there was a crappy Arctic planet there. Where am I going to next? Let's continue down here. Thank you.
Anomaly found.
Oops. Oh, you can get it back by left clicking. Excellent. That's 15%. Where the hell is this? Gruium. It's there within our territory. I am going to research that. Okay. I was going to do something and I've forgotten what it was. Go to Alvis. Money's good. I think I can upgrade some of my production here without any issues. So, with money. That is upgradable. What is it? Oh, it's the power plant. These are really cheap to upgrade, so let's do this. Even though I don't arguably need a lot of energy since I'm earning a lot. Let's grab it. Let's upgrade you. So that's going to cost me more maintenance, but it's probably worthwhile. Okay. And the food I just don't need because we've got enough. So I'm not going to bother to upgrade, increase maintenance. Alien Muriel, or Mural I should say. While conducting surface scans of Gruium, scientific officer Obercoles and a crew of the FAS Sofrec discovered what appears to be an artificially carved slab of rock covered in alien writing. They have not detected any of the signs of alien activity on the planets, and exactly how this mural came to be here is a mystery. We have prepared a special project to
Situation log updated.
The text. Right, so I'm gonna have to do that once he's finished scanning the system.
Construction complete.
Okay, Sahara, spaceport. Oops, I think that was I don't know what it was actually. Oh, the colony ship, of course. So, there. I think it's the best choice. I mean, I don't know what you think, but what do you reckon? Yeah, right, let's colonize there. There's actually some really good options here, so I think this is the place where I'm going to found a colony. 3 of the tiles next to it are food or minerals, which are going to be great for it. And there are other places though. I could have put it there perhaps. There's no science next to that, and it's not on an NG or science. There's also that tile, but this place will probably allow me to get the colony up quickest, I think, because of the extra food there. I can use that extra food there. There's only 2 tiles next to that, and there's only 1 tile next to that currently. So that doesn't have a blocker on. So that's where I'm going to colonize. Now that means I'm going to have to figure out which
Construction complete.
planet. Right, actually, that just finished the spaceport thing. Yeah, I need to figure out which planet I want to stick into a sector next. It's also time, though, to get some destroyers up and running. So let's go back into the ship designer. And I actually want to make some changes to this.